Are you ready? I said, are you ready? You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, and Tyler Wright. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Voice of the Fans Sportscast.
Hello, guys. Welcome to Voice of the Fans Sportscast with your host, Ben Reynolds. We got Tyler Wright in the house. I think Gatwood's on vacation. I don't know what he's doing, but he might call in later on. We here, though. What's going on, Tyler?
What's good?
Yeah, not much, man. Everything's good. We missed you. I think we missed you the last podcast,
Yeah.
You got the work life and everything, so we know how it is. We know how it is. Man. Hey. But we had a couple of NFL games yesterday, actually, Sunday. And a couple of games, man. It was a lot of good games. A lot of them. And some of the games we thought were gonna be a blowout were actually pretty close. But the first game, you know what I'm saying? I believe it was the Vikings and Cards was like a back and forth type game. So I thought the Cards was gonna just blow them out, but the Vikings actually put up a good fight.
They are like the bad luck Bears. Compared to the Saints.
Yeah, tell me about it. All the stuff the Vikings go through?
I feel like they have like right.
Hey, you just can't make that stuff up.
They only lost by what, a point?
Yeah, they lost by a point. So yeah, we're gonna get into that game too. That game was pretty exciting, but they ain't Vikes. They down 0-2 in that division, which is crazy.
Right.
I believe. I think the Bears. No, the Bears. So the Bears are up on the Vikings right now because they won that game. But actually, that's the first game we're gonna talk about: Bengals versus the Bears. The Bears beat the Bengals 20-17, which I thought the Bengals were going to at least win by a touchdown. But I guess the Bears had another thing going for them, which caused the Bengals to not do so well. They started off kind of slow, but as the game progressed, Joe Burrow started heating up.
Yeah, he threw 3 picks though.
Yeah, dude, that's tough. I understand, you want to get your rookies going, but man, you can't. You can't. Well, he's not a rookie. This is like your second year though. But you know what I'm saying? He almost still like a rookie guy. He got injured last year, and he didn't complete his full season. It just, I feel like they should have ran it more with Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon only carried the ball 20 times. So I feel like they should get him a little bit more carries, especially against this Bears defense. Because the Bears defense ain't no slouch.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They got a really good defense. One of the best in the league this year.
And so they gonna expose somebody like Joe Burrow, who just still trying to get his footing. But Andy Dalton went out with an injury. I can't remember what kind of injury. Was it a leg injury? Do you remember?
Yeah, I think it was a leg injury. I'm not for sure.
Yeah, they said Andy Dalton knee, so he didn't tear his ACL just to damage his MCL. So I don't know how long he's gonna be out. But Justin Fields, he played a decent game, enough to win. He had interceptions. He has 13 attempts for 60 yards. He had 6 completions. The defense would really won this game for him.
Dang, Joe Burrow, it was on 3 straight passes too. That's crazy.
Like, what you looking at, man? What you seeing out there?
You good, bro?
Do you need eye surgery? But
you need LASIK like James?
But other than that, 3 interceptions, he would have had a great game. But on turnovers, they kill you. And
yeah,
he did a good job. He and his boy Chase for another deep touchdown. And Tyler Boyd had 7 catches for 73 yards, and T. Higgins had a touchdown and 6 catches. So it's not like they were just he was having a bad game overall. It just when you turn the ball over, it hurts you bad, real bad. And Chicago just capitalized on them turnovers. That's all. That's all that is.
Why don't people give Roquan enough the credit that he deserves?
I don't know.
Really nice.
He literally one of the top 10 linebackers in this game. He
does not
no
get that credit.
He sure don't. We see Levante David and Deion Jones and all them other boys. I can't remember the other Tampa Bay's linebacker, but he never gets credit for how well he plays. So the key of this game is don't turn the ball over.
For sure.
We did get
3
that
interceptions and still they threw 3 interceptions and only lost by 3. So imagine what they could have done.
Exactly. So you can't fault them that much for that. Well, you can fault them, but you just chalk it up as turnovers what killed you. Now they had 4 that game, and the Bears only had 1. All right, so we did get the game wrong. I picked the Bengals to win, but the Bears took it. I think everybody at VOL took the Bengals.
Yeah, I know I did.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. All right, so the next game on the list is Texans versus the Browns. The Browns won 31-24. I think I got that written down right. 21. At first, the Texans played a pretty good first, man. Then after that, the Browns just got their footing, and that offensive juggernaut just came alive. Nick Chubb, he cranked out 95 yards and a touchdown, and
he only had 11 carries.
Yeah, he only had 11 carries. Baker did have a little injury, but he came back, and the Browns they just turned it up after the second half. The Texans, they did what they could for what kind of roster they have, but I knew for sure that they wouldn't be able to hang with the Browns.
Nah.
They just got a lot going on. But they did.
Tyrod got hurt too.
Yeah, Tyrod. Yeah, I said Baker got hurt. Tyrod got hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who came in for Tyrod? Mills? I don't even know Davis Mills. I don't even know who they is.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Once Tyrod went out, that kind of sealed their fate because Tyrod is playing way better than everybody expected him to play. So he definitely surpassed the expectations. The Browns, like I said, the offense came to play, especially in that running game, which really will help them win this game because, if you get the ball in Chubb, man, and he do his thing, you're not going to lose. And they did, and they were pretty good on third down. They were 4 for 9. And the passing game wasn't really there, but the rushing game was there. So you run the ball.
Somebody for the Browns got hurt too, though.
I don't have the injury report with me.
Was it Jarvis Landry?
Did Jarvis Landry get hurt? I got it right here. Yeah, he's out with a knee, considered week to week. That's huge since OBJ is out and everything. So he don't really have that many weapons to throw to except for Rashad Higgins and really that's it. outside of Higgins. So we're gonna see how Cleveland responds to one of their wide receivers. That number one wide receiver is how they're gonna respond to him being out, especially from week to week. We don't know, what percent he's gonna be at in this game. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they rally around that. Cause I think they should just run the ball. To be honest, let Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb go at it.
The best bet, the safest bet.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do. All right, next game is Rams versus Colts. The Rams beat the Colts 27-24. Now, how good is Cooper Kupp? My goodness. They didn't have an answer for this man the whole game. The whole game, man. Dude had 9 catches. 9 catches out for 163 and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's nice. He's real nice.
Yeah, he's underrated. Remember that game he had against us, against the Saints? I knew that dude was like, yo, he's a dangerous. He's dangerous.
Yeah.
And going to the game, the coach should have done something about that. They know going to the game that his Matthew Stafford main target is Cooper Kupp. I mean, he was hitting them up all last week. I don't know what film they're watching, but you just can't let Matthew Stafford just find his favorite target throughout the whole game.
Man, I feel like he is loving it over there.
Man, dude said, I never had an O-line like this. I never had an open playbook like this either. Like, so many different weapons and targets. And, the Colts, they showed a little promise more than I thought they would, would have done. They just, man, it seems like they can never find the right rhythm. Like, they can never play a complete game. Even this week, too, but with wins, you expect a little bit more. Like, they had costly turnovers. Even though the Rams had interception, and I believe they had fumble recovery or something like that, it seemed like they can never just put something together throughout the whole game. Like, they always struggle.
Ever since what's his name?
Who, Rivers? Hey, look.
Yes. I don't know why I couldn't remember his name. Ever since he retired, it's just been like
it's been a curse.
Bad luck for them. No pun intended.
Even though they made it to the playoffs last year, they faltered at the end versus the Bills, and now
you get Carson Wentz, he get hurt.
Yeah, like right before the week 1 game with the foot surgery. It just, man, now they 0-2. And to be honest, I thought they're gonna be 2-0 more than 0-2. Well, maybe 1-1. I didn't think they were gonna beat the Rams. Yeah, that's why I said 1-1 at least 1-1. But the Colts, man, they just can't get in together. Defense are failing them too. They not like they were last year. The defense is not like they were. I don't know what it is. They pretty much have the same players, same linebacker core. They drafted a couple of defensive players to bolster their defense, but it seems like their corners are not there to help stop the pass. You just can't let Matthew Stafford throw for 278 and 2 touchdowns like that.
And look comfortable doing.
Like, he had all time in the world back there. Really? So that football. He was only sacked one time.
That's crazy.
One time. Colts they just got to. So what do you think is wrong with Wentz? It seemed like
maybe he just got to get his legs back.
You think that's what it is? He's just not. Maybe. He's not in the full game mode yet.
But now that I think about it, he hasn't really been right since he got hurt the first time.
Yeah. He hasn't. He seemed like he just, like I said, he's not comfortable.
Yeah.
And in order for the coach to, I feel like it was an upgrade over Phillip, considering all how the age of Phillip Rivers and where Wentz used to be at. I thought it was an upgrade. So I thought the Colts were just gonna be better, man. I was very high on them coming into the season, but I gotta give them credit. And I also want to touch on this too. The Round defense is not as as dominant and if what everybody think they are.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know why they just seem so different last year from now.
I don't know. Is the coverage or the lack of pass rush? Because Darnold didn't have a huge game last week. I don't even think he registered a sack last week versus the who was it? The Seahawks.
Yeah.
Seahawks ate them. The Seahawks no, they didn't. What was the score of the Seahawks game? Oh man, I'll pull it up. It was no, I looked at it wrong. Not Seahawks, the Bears. The Bears.
They played the Colts.
Yeah. I don't even know what I thought about. I feel like the Bears could move the ball in their defense. If they had Fields, it would have been way closer than it was 34-14.
Yeah.
I felt like David Montgomery was gashing them.
Man.
So I don't think this is the same. The defense can be had, which is promising because now I feel like they give the Saints, if the Saints can rally and play better football again, I feel like the Rams can be had. And I feel like the Buccaneers can be had too. We'll get to that game. It just I feel like just because they got Matthew Stafford, it was a huge upgrade, and it's kind of like hiding some of their flaws. With if they would had Jared Goff, they probably would have lost this game.
Yeah, we talk about Matthew Stafford having fun. I'm sure Sean McVay is loving it. He got a quarterback now.
Yeah, like he can call plays. He can go in depth.
He don't have to babysit.
Yeah, he don't have to dumb it down.
He was in his ear. He was in Jared Goff's ear like until the last second that he could be.
That's wild, man. Like, hey, throw it to Cooper Kupp on the left. He's gonna be open.
Right. If not,
throw it down. Check it out. Check it out. Yeah. Like, if I was Jared Goff, like, do you want to play quarterback?
He probably like, I might as well, huh?
Yeah, right. Did some McVay used to play quarterback or something like that in college.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he's like, man, I guess I gotta suit up.
I do everything around here.
Oh, that's pretty funny. All right, next game is Bills versus Dolphins. The Bills whoop the Dolphins 35-0. If Gatwood was here right now, he would be bashing Tua.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what to say about this game.
Man, Tua got knocked out the game. To be honest, that was a big hit. But I've seen worse hits than that, and quarterbacks have jumped right up.
I don't know what it is. He just seems like he's fragile or something.
Dude is beyond. That was my only concern about him coming out the draft. That's why I like Dolphins. Do not take Tua. The man, from what I saw, the dude cannot stay healthy. He's just one hit, he's out the game. And sure enough, now they back to the ground zero. Tua's out with a rib injury. Jacoby Brissett had come in and play.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just, any quarterback that play at Alabama, they really don't have to deal with pressure like that.
Mm-hmm. Got that whole old line NFL ready.
Right. So maybe that's what it is.
It's him, man. Gad was here, he'd be talking about, I told y'all, I just don't see, a good quarterback. I'm not saying he's right because he just keep getting injured. And I mean, before he got injured, he was still looking bad. The O line was lit. Tua get hit. He had 4 attempts on completed one pass for 13 yards. He was sacked twice.
Right.
I mean, it was just a dominant game by Buffalo. Josh Allen, he haven't exploded yet. He been having mediocre games. I don't know why he having a setback. Cause I thought this was his year to like really project himself to be on Patrick Mahomes level. But he's been like having like mediocre games lately.
You said Patrick Mahomes level, bro?
Yes, man. Dude has the ability to get a little to the level. You know how you had Peyton Manning and Tom Brady compete against each other. I feel like this was gonna be the future matchup for years to come. Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes.
That's wild. That's wild.
You think that's a hot take that he's close to Patrick Mahomes level?
Yeah, that is a hot take.
No, man, you need to go look at some of his games from last year. Dude was straight balling, like he was in MVP conversation.
That's still a hot take.
You say he got win. Did he not make it to the championship game? The AFC championship.
Yeah, but I just feel like Mahomes, like as soon as Mahomes stepped in that starting role, he was like that.
Mm-hmm. He was that good.
Like MVP good as soon as he started. But I don't know. Maybe you might be right.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, right?
It sounds crazy right now.
Hey, I'm a quarterback guru, Tyler. Y'all know this by now.
Oh, brother.
Hey, Sean Payton, better watch out. And then it comes to Ben Reynolds Academy.
Oh my goodness.
I like what I'm seeing for the Bills. They still my pick. Come out of AOC. Still high on them. So we'll see can Josh Allen get it going. Now there was a great win for them, 35-0 on the Dolphins. I thought the Dolphins was a better team. Well, not a better team than the Bills. I thought it was just a good team coming in, and I was shocked. No, I don't want to say shocked, but I was like, dang.
5-0 over.
Well, to be honest, Jacoby Brissett had come in, and Jacoby, he's almost like Tyrod. He's
not sorry though.
Yeah, he's not sorry. He's serviceable. He's like Tyrod. So it just the old line was bad too, Tyler, though. They couldn't get the running game going. Lamar Jackson only had five carries, bro, for 25 yards. Your best running back on the team only had 5 carries. What's wrong with these coaches?
I don't know. And Jacoby, he threw the ball 40 times, bro, and had 170 yards.
That means he was doing a lot of check down. A lot. And they were 8 from 18 on third down. That's another reason why you get blown out 35-0. You 8 from 18 on third downs, and you had a total of 70 plays. So yeah, 3 turnovers. That's 6 times.
Third downs.
A lot of third. That means your plays are stalling every time you get 2 or 3 first downs. Your plays are stalling.
Yeah.
So that's just bad. And you, like I said, you sat 6 times, so now you rattled. That's not good. And that's why you lose 35-0. And it's crazy how so many teams was like great last year, and now they just struggling to just put points on the board.
Yeah. The NFL be like that though. The NFL is weird in that way to me.
They look great one week, then another week like, oh, I don't know, man. I don't know about this team.
Like there's only a few teams that you know
week in, week out.
Like Brady when he was on the Pats.
Mm-hmm.
Mahomes and the Chiefs, you know, they
Peyton
have their
Manning.
games where they Peyton Manning,
Peyton Manning and his squad. You know, you just already knew what was going to happen. Even Russell Wilson, like when you saw Seahawks play, you know, Seahawks going to come out and just win some games like that. All right, we got another sorry game to talk about. Patriots versus Jets. Patriots won 26-6 on the Jets.
Yep. Jesus Christ. This man threw 4 interceptions.
Yes, he threw, I believe this, I think the stat, I think he threw 2 versus the Panthers. So I think he got 6 interceptions overall.
In the first 2 games, bro.
Somebody say he's seeing ghosts out there. It's something about the Patriots defense, man. They got people seeing ghosts. Because Sam Darnold said the same thing before the joke.
God.
All right, so I'm a huge Zach Wilson guy, and I seen the plays, dude. They are horrible throws. I don't know why, but it's how he's slinging it is not good. I don't know what the Jets gonna do, bro. He was selected number 2 overall, so they selected him to play immediately.
Right.
I don't bench him. You can't bench him.
Nah, you just gotta let him play through it, bro.
Dude, but you got. I don't know what you can do. Do you make the game plan simpler? Because and the other problem is you have no running backs, none. Marcus Carter.
That's what's hurting them. And then I don't know. You got to let them play through it because do you really expect, like, for one, we the Jets? Like, come on, bro. You're not going to win anything. So you felt like you have high expectations. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
They had to know this was going to happen.
But 4 interceptions, though? So you got 6 total in week 2?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I hope he's learning from him.
He might break Jameis' record of 30. He not gonna get 30 touchdowns.
Nah, he ain't. He didn't throw one. Did he throw one last week?
He threw 2 last week.
Okay. 2-6.
It's week 2. he got 15 more games.
2-6, bro.
I wonder what's Las Vegas odds on Zach Wilson's interceptions number. I bet they got a number going. I bet they got a big
one. They got numbers for everything.
They got numbers for everything. I might have to get on that pot.
On everything.
You know, the Patriots defense, they look stellar as usual. So I mean, it was nothing just like super like it was nothing that the Patriots was doing just outstanding, just like dang, you know.
Yeah. I figured that's the team they would be.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing like outstanding, like wow, they just really put on the show. They wasn't that great. They were 3 from 12 on 3rd down. So the defense is what really like made the big plays and made the stops. Got a little 4 turnovers. You getting your team, you getting your offense a short field, especially off some interceptions like that. And Zach Wilson was sacked 4 times. I mean, the game was completely over. The defense completely shut everything down. So it was nothing spectacular. Just the whole offense was doing to give them that score. I mean, Matt Jones was pretty mediocre. He was 20 from 30, 186 yards. So it mostly the defense just stepping up and just dominating.
All
right. Now this game was really close. 49ers beat the Eagles 17-11. What do you think about Jalen and this? Like, does this speak more of Jalen still learning the offense, or the 49ers defense just head and shoulders above like most teams in the league?
I think it's both, but mostly the 49ers defense.
Mm-hmm. Cause it was really close game. No, neither offense was doing much. Jimmy G was 20 for 30, 189 yards and 1 touchdown. I mean, it was nothing going on. It was a defensive stalemate.
Quarterback's not throwing for as many yards.
Yeah, you noticed that too, right?
Yeah. I don't think anybody has thrown more than 200 yards in both weeks.
I don't know. Like, some of these stats, some of the games we've been going to, I think the most I saw was like, 287 from right now. I think it was with Stafford. Or was it 327? It was something like that. But most of these quarterbacks only throwing for 200-some yards.
If that. Most of them not breaking 200 yards.
Defense win games, I guess. And I guess everybody's still trying to learn the offense. I guess everything's still trying to click. Because Jalen Hurts went for 12 for 23, 190.
Yeah.
He rushed the ball 10 times, had 82 yards on the ground, 1 touchdown. So really his legs got them to score. And get this. Eli Mitchell, he suffered an injury during the game, a shoulder injury. Trey Sermon suffered an injury, a concussion in the game. That's the other running back. And I think Jermichael Hastings suffered an ankle injury in the game. 3 running backs in the same game suffered injury.
They already lost Mustard for the season.
Yeah,
right?
they already lost Mustard for the season. Hey, Tyler, you might want to go ahead and fly out to California.
Yeah, sign me up. I don't know the way they've been getting hurt. I don't know.
He said, "Oh, you will run behind that line."
Something ain't right. All y'all getting hurt, bro.
You get compensation.
Man, I don't know, bro.
Your hops might not be the same. You might not hoop the same, but you get compensation. Yeah, you'll be forced to work on your jumper then.
Right, because I'm not going past nobody.
You ain't jumping through the building now. But anyway,
what's they got going over there?
I don't know. But the 49ers are in trouble. If they don't get some offense going. Kittle, I don't know. Jimmy G just haven't been able to find Kittle. Lately, he's been finding Deebo Samuel, but Kittle only had 4 catches for 17 yards. So I just don't like the 49 offense. I hate to say it. The 49 offense is not good at all.
Who's the offensive coordinator?
I believe Kyle Shanahan called the plays.
Still? Yeah.
Yes. They're just not that good. The defense is good, but the offense is horrible, man. The only reason they blew out the Lions is the freaking Lions. If Deebo Samuel just had a crazy game, he had another great game Sunday. He had 6 for 90 yards. But they just not coming out and just whooping people like that. Like the Eagles, they had a tough time moving the ball. A tough time. And Jimmy G is your quarterback, but y'all not gonna get much done. Y'all not. I'm not liking what I'm seeing from the offense. Like I said, I put that game away versus the Lions. They came out with huge numbers. They whooped the Lions. The game shouldn't have been that close. But when they go against tougher teams with with offense and somewhat of a defense, they're gonna have a tough time competing.
Yeah.
All right. So the Raiders beat the Steelers 26-17. I'll say this. Big Ben is looking like he got 1 foot in retirement home and 1 foot on the field.
Not the Raiders 2-0 though.
2-0, like that's another. Yeah, the Raiders. Look, what kind of world is this? The Raiders are 2-0. I was always high on Derek Carr, but I wasn't high on the Raiders. That's why I didn't pick them. Like I like Derek Carr, I just don't like the Raiders. I don't like the team.
Like offense was. Yeah, the offense was just like humming though.
It was. It freaking was. And that's huge when And you know why, right? Because Derek Carr got time. He got protection. That's why. I mean, it's pretty. Like who would have thought if you gave Derek Carr a line and gave him some weapons that he'd have a huge game like this? Dude is super underrated.
Yeah, he
super.
Is.
And you saw it.
He almost had 400 yards.
Yeah, and he showed it in this game why he's underrated. Because you would think like, oh, Derek Carr gonna come out here and sling it and carve it up. The dude can throw. The dude can ball. And everybody seeing like, whoa, what's going on? Like the dude can bend play. Y'all just been sleeping on him. I think I said something about Derek Carr last year, and it just they weren't calling the right plays for him, and the O line sucked. Man,
yeah, I was gonna ask you, how do you feel about Gruden's play calling?
It's getting better. He's pushing the ball downfield. That's why he got Henry the Ruggs, and it helps to have Dan Waller. He's spreading Dan Waller around all over the place, and that's huge because Dan Waller runs like a receiver. So these linebackers cannot cover him. No slot receiver cannot cover him. I mean, slot corner cannot cover him. So I like what John Gruden doing to moving him around on the line, put him in different formations. And then even having Hunter Renfrow, the safety valve for Derek Carr. I mean, it's huge. He reminds me of Cole Beasley. Dude just know how to run routes, man. You need guys like that.
Yeah.
And for the Steelers, so they just Big Ben just look old, dude. He just look old. He lost weight.
Have they drafted a quarterback?
They have not. But remember they got Dwayne Haskins.
Oh, they did. Yeah, that's true. I forgot about him.
Yeah, so he may be the future. He played good in the preseason, but we still have to wait and see type moment with him. Najee Harris still trying to find his way, but he had 10 carries of 38 yards. Now everybody thought Najee Harris was gonna be like Henry, bro.
Oh, I ain't never think he was gonna be that. He just looked like the most NFL ready.
Yeah, but he's suffering. He's not finding the holes, man. I think he's still trying to learn the game.
Yeah.
And the Steelers lost one of the best receivers. He's week to week. Deontay Johnson. He went out with an injury. I think he had an ankle injury. I want to say something like that, or it was ankle or knee. But this team is run through Big Ben. Big Ben not having a good game. Is in front of them game not having a great game. And they're gonna lose. They're gonna falter. And that's what we're seeing. I mean, they had a tough time with the Bills scoring. They just having a really bad time getting things put together. And I think it's just all because of Big Ben, I believe. He threw the ball. He had 40 attempts. And he had 295 yards and 1 touchdown, 1 sack. And it go through Big Ben. If he ain't doing his thing, man, if the running game ain't doing his thing, then they not gonna win that many games. Defense only can do so much. All right. Next game, Broncos beat the Jazz 23-13. Now another guy that's on pace to throw 30 interceptions and singles is Trevor Lawrence. And y'all already know how I felt about Trevor Lawrence.
How do you feel about Trevor Lawrence?
I don't think he's that good.
Maybe he just.
I don't think he's that good.
Maybe he gotta get adjusted.
I don't know. I just don't believe in him like that.
It's kind of weird though. All these experts, bro. I can't remember, and you tell me if I'm wrong. A quarterback that they said because they thought he was gonna step in and like have an immediate impact. I feel like they say that about somebody every year, and they never get the guy right.
It always be somebody that was picked later on in the draft, like Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
It was always somebody that's on down the line that has start having like a better season and start learning the offense and get it going.
I feel like they get the quarterback thing wrong every year. Like, look at Lamar. They didn't think he was a quarterback.
So yeah, they said they'll tell that man to switch to running back, which I don't disagree. He's not a running back, but I don't disagree that with their take on how he can't throw. I don't disagree with that. We get into Lamar though. Trevor Lawrence, he had 118 passing yards off of 33 attempts.
Why did he throw the ball so much anyway?
I don't know. Look, you don't understand how bad. 33 attempts, 118 yards. A QB rating of 37.2.
That's terrible.
Like let me say this. When teams get rookie quarterbacks, it helps to run the ball. Run the freaking ball. You have James Robinson. He had 11 carries for 47 yards. Why this man not averaging 20 carries a game?
Yeah, I don't know. That should be a given to run the football.
Yes, it should be a given. But they insist on throwing the football with just because you got 3 stud receivers in Shenault and Jones, Marvin Jones, and DJ Chark. But they don't give you the go ahead to throw the ball freaking 33 times. And last week you
14
threw the ball
for 33.
Yes.
That's less than 50%.
They didn't learn last week. You wasn't on the show last week, but he threw the ball. Guess how many times he threw the ball last week versus the Texans?
Like what, 35, something crazy?
He threw the ball 51 times last week.
What? Talk about having an iced arm. Jesus Christ.
Hey, he should be on week-to-week status. 51 times. Yes. I'm just say this: Urban Meyer is a horrible coach in the NFL. He need to go back to college. Well, he really can't. Cause he had a little incident at Ohio State. I forgot what happened, but yeah, that's why he left. But dude need to go back to college.
Maybe that's the problem.
You cannot. You gotta run the ball in NFL unless you have freaking Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Tom, Allen, those guys. You should not be throwing. You should not have him throwing the ball 30 sometimes starting off.
Even Tom ain't throwing the ball 50 times.
Man, 51 times. Like I was literally pissed. Like I was mad. You can ask Gatwood because I thought it was outrageous.
It is.
You want to control the clock, man. You're not gonna outpace a team. Not especially Jacksonville. They're not gonna outpace a team. So control the clock. Limit turnovers. Try to keep other teams' offense off the field. Teddy Bridgewater lit them up. Now you know it's a bad day when Teddy lit you up for 328 and 2 touchdowns.
We love that for Teddy though, you know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing against Teddy. You know, right now I kind of wish Teddy was back in New Orleans because at least he's a game manager. But come on, dude. Y'all got to keep the other teams off the field. And Cortland Sutton.
Yeah.
He had 9 catches for 159.
Right. Yeah.
They gotta keep these boys off the field. The Jacksonville defense is not even there yet. They not good. So y'all gotta control this clock, man. Y'all not calling good game plans here. It's just I don't get it. And even though the Broncos were 2 for 11 on third down, I mean, the 2 turnovers, you get them a short field, and without them 2 turnovers, who would know what could have happened in this game? All right,
they gotta stop that.
they gotta come up with something else. I'm sorry. They gotta throw that whole game plans out the window. They just gotta come up with something new. They're just horrendous. Cardinals, they beat the Vikings 34-33. It's kind of funny the Cardinals lost this game, the Vikings lost this game, and they still blaming Kirk Cousins.
That's the thing about Kirk. He don't do nothing spectacular, but when they lose, he get all the blame. And he had an eye game.
Yeah, he had a pretty good game, a dang good game. Not in yards, but in completion and getting the ball out, getting it to Adam Thielen and Jefferson and Cook having a tremendous game. So how can you blame him for the missed field goal at the end of the game?
Yeah, that ain't really nothing you can do about that.
There's nothing you can.
Both teams played a great game.
Yes. So the only thing you can blame is that defense. They can't stop a nosebleed. They picking up where they left off last week when the Bills torched them.
Well, I got a hot take though.
What's that?
Is it a hot take? You think Kyler Murray gonna be in like MVP discussion?
Yes, he keep putting on stuff like this. 400 yards. There's the yards you're looking for. 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I mean, Super Kyler.
You can't be. Yeah, 29 for 36.
Man, hey, dude, proved me wrong because I wasn't even that high on him. I never liked him. I don't know why.
He's really short, bro.
Yeah, he's really short and kind of erratic. You know what I'm saying? Like a bunny. He just be running, just going all over the place. Like, dude, chill out. Like, he just be doing too much. I just never liked him, but he's kind of growing on me now. He's kind of, like, proving me wrong. It's kind of funny. I had a chance to draft him in fantasy, and I kind of skipped over him and grabbed Lamar. I grabbed Lamar.
I'm not bad at it, though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I thought and plus I ain't watched a lot of Cardinals games. But from what I did see, I don't like how he moves in the pocket, dude. Like, he just seems like he's just all over the place. But he played a great game. The Cardinals looking like a playoff team. They 2-0. And what more can you ask from Kyler Murray and that defense? The defense, they gave up a lot of yards, but they still put on pressure on Kirk Cousins. I think he was sacked twice. So that's not totally bad. You know, the Vikings, I already knew the Vikings had a great offense. They just couldn't put it together last week. And so it felt like they finally came alive and did something about it. But it was a great game. Oh, man. You know, I'd rather have that on TV than the Saints game. Just wait till I get to that game. Man, you know, I was stupid over that game. I ain't gonna lie. But the Cardinals, you think the Cardinals are the best team in that division right now?
Wait, I'm trying to think of the division. I always
Rams.
That's the one with the 49ers? Oh, no,
yeah.
I got the Rams.
49ers, Rams, and I'm missing a team. Seahawks.
Man, that's a tough division.
Seahawks.
Oh, my God.
Seahawks are Seahawks lost. But
that's gonna be some good division games, man.
49ers are 2-0. Rams are 2-0.
Yes, sir. Cardinals too, huh?
Yeah, Cardinals 2-0.
Yes, sir.
All right, I might go on a limb here. I don't say the Cardinals might be the better team from what I saw. So far, from what I have seen.
I feel better with Matthew Stafford as a quarterback.
I do too.
That's why I say the Rams.
Yeah, I give you that. He's a little bit more secure with football too, and a little bit more precise. I agree
watching
with
Kyler Murray, bro. Mm-hmm. Watching Kyler Murray gives me so much anxiety, fam. Like,
dude, I'm trying to tell you, he be moving around that pocket like, yo, chill, relax, man. Like, he be running around in circles.
It's like in basketball when Steph be doing all the dribbling, bro, and he shoots. Like, that's exactly what that is, like the football version.
Dude be moving around that pocket too much, man. Too much. So I was like, Kyle, we be trying to make something happen. You're like, man, it don't look right. Don't throw it. Oh, he threw it for a touchdown. Okay. It's like one of those type of things. Like your coach see you doing something crazy, like don't shoot it, don't shoot. Oh, he made it. Okay, you better made it. That's why I see with college. But that was a good game. And the Vikings, man, they just have bad history with kickers. Just missing field goals. And somebody said, soon they release a kicker and go to another team, he become great all of a sudden. All right. Buccaneers beat the Falcons 48-25. It feel like the Buccaneers were messing with the Falcons. Like, the kind of Falcons was in this game for a little bit. Then they had some costly turnovers. The Falcons did. I believe he threw an interception, which messed up the whole thing. Yeah, he threw three. Yeah, not Matty Ice anymore.
Yeah, no. They just gotta. It's tank. They got a tank. I'm sorry. First all over. Everybody but Kyle Pitts could go.
Hey, would you take Matt Ryan with the Saints?
Fire. I would.
I would too. Man, fire sale, because you give up 5 touchdowns, bro. Tom Brady threw 5 of those things, man. 276, 5 touchdowns. You let Grunt get 2. You let Evans get 2. Bro, what in the world's going on? Tom Brady looking like an MVP.
No, you didn't.
Tom Brady looking like an MVP, bro.
No, you didn't say that.
Bro, I hate it, Kyle. I said he was going to fall off a cliff at this time. Like, he ain't going to put the same. Man, to be honest, though, he had played against some kind of. The Cowboys ain't mediocre, but the Falcons, come on. I gotta see him play against the Rams, or I gotta see him play against the Cardinals. Something to that effect. But Tom Brady came out here and put on a show, 5 touchdowns and 276. They the best team in NFC South for sure. I don't know if they the best team in NFC. Cause I still like the Rams. Oh, we just lost Tyler. But I'll let y'all know when we come back on. But anyway, I feel like the Buccaneers, they have a complete team. The secondary is kind of horrendous right now. They missed a couple of corners, and they just giving up some big plays. They had a hard time versus the Cowboys. And yeah, you back?
Yeah, my phone cut out for power. Had a power surge over here or something.
There's no telling. So, you think the Bucs are the best team in NFC?
Yes.
I have the Rams. The Bucs secondary. The Bucs secondary is horrendous, man. The Cowboys really should have won that Thursday night game. If it wasn't for them costly mistake.
Yeah, I'm with you. I like the Rams. They're more complete team.
Yeah, I just like the Rams secondary a little bit better than the Buccaneers. And I feel like Matthew Stafford can match.
Brady, though.
Yeah, but I feel like Stafford can match Tom Brady throw for throw.
Do they play each other?
I don't know. I hope they do. I'd love to see that game. All right, let's move on. Cause there was nothing to talk about that game. Cowboys beat the Chargers. It was like some bad officiating in this game. That one come to mind is when the Chargers on, I want to say, the Cowboys 5-yard line or something like that, and Herbert got pushed back, and he was trying to avoid the sack, but they called him down. But the way he was moving, he wasn't down. He was still making like football moves. Like the DN didn't have him in his arms. He was stiff arming him, and backpedaling, and they caught him down in the grass. And I was like, yeah. And it pushed him out of touchdown range. That self for a field goal. I just feel like the officiating is bad this year. It's really bad. They call them too many personal fouls when there shouldn't be personal fouls. They call them plays dead when it shouldn't be dead. the bag. I don't know. You saw the highlight of Julio Jones touchdown. His when his toe tap in the back of the end zone, they call him out of bounds, but clearly both feet landed in bounds. The toe hit the green, then the back of the heel hit the white line, but he hit both his feet came down first.
And shit, I do agree. It's ref, and it's bad because it's on these it's in critical points in the game where they do this.
That was a critical point in that game for the Chargers when they made that call, and I think it was Book or something like that. They were like, "Why would you call that?" Like he was still making a football move. And I feel like, man, these refs need to be penalized or something. Like it's getting bad. They're like, "Oh, but the refs they get a grade after the game." No, we ain't talking about a grade. We need a fine or something, bro.
Make it hurt.
Yeah, make it hurt. Like, oh, we just got a bad grade. That just mean we won't get the really good games. We'll still get the ref in some games, but not the really good ones. That's okay. You got him in the pockets, man. They can't be infecting games like this. Like, every win counts now. Every win counts in the NFL. It's not the NBA where we got, 80-something games. Now, every win counts.
Yeah.
But the Dak, he had mediocre games. He didn't throw no touchdowns. He had 237 yards, 1 sack, 2 sacks. One interception, 2 sacks. I don't say this. Tony Pollard was looking better than Zeke in this game.
What is Zeke's deal?
Man, he old in running back terms.
He's not.
I think he's like 29, bro.
I'm saying, that's not old. Don't get
running back.
It ain't young, but I'm saying I don't remember the greats being. I remember they were good well into their 30s.
All right, let me see how old is Zeke. Oh snap! He's only 26.
Yeah, I ain't think.
There's no way that man. There's no way that man's 26.
Because I don't think he did that many years in college. Maybe 2.
Okay, what, 1 or 2 years at Ohio State?
Yeah.
I could have sworn that man was he run like he's old. He lost a couple of steps, but Tony probably looks way more explosive than he is right now.
Did he get hurt or something?
I think it was 2 years ago. He had like a knee injury or something.
Yeah.
But it was, for the most part, both teams played well. The defense showed up and made stops when they needed to make stops. But it was just some the play calling for the Chargers really hurt them, and them 2 interceptions from Herbert, it just did them in. Like I said, we haven't. It seemed like a lot of quarterbacks are throwing like 1 or 2, like 2 or more interceptions in the game this year.
Maybe it is. Defense is stepping up this year.
Yeah, maybe it is. And Herbert dropped back 41 times. It just, I don't know. I don't believe a quarterback, especially like Herbert, this is his second year. They should be attempting that many passes in the game, man. You got Eckler, got Justin Jackson. Like, hand the ball off some.
Yeah.
But so Dallas, they beat the Chargers 20-17. Saints lose to the Panthers 7-26. All I have to say about this game is the O-line.
I feel like the Saints have one of these games every season, bro.
They do. I'm not gonna put all the blame on Jameis because I get it. Some of the interceptions, the 2 interceptions you threw was like punts, and I get it. You just trying to make something happen, and you've been hit the whole game. They say you were under pressure like 46% of the time. You were 40% the whole game. So he had like 18 dropbacks. He was under pressure 46% of the time.
Right.
And the O-line just gotta do a better better job. I know Cesar Ruiz is not. He's technically a guard, but they moved him to center. He didn't make no protection schemes. He didn't do no adjustments. And I feel like, man, Sean Payton is really just really like prideful and arrogant. He came into the season knowing good and well we didn't have depth at wide receiver. Only thing our wide receiver, the most catch we had in the game was with Kamara, I believe. Callaway only had one catch last game, 2 catches this game. Why did he think it was a great idea to come into the season with this type of receiving core? I know we just signed Kenny Stills, but come on, man! Like you can't do this. You can't think that James is gonna come out and play like Drew with this receiving core.
Yeah, and he knew it. And the thing is, it ain't like he could have not did anything to make the receiving core better.
Exactly. All right, where are the rub plays? Where are the crossing routes, pick plays? If they know they can't get open and James don't have enough time, then there need to be some hot reads or something. James was sacked 4 times, and he probably under pressure more times than that. And I'll say this: the Panthers' defense is looking legit. They did they did do a number on Zach Wilson. They did a number on us. Well, we missing Eric McCoy at center, and McCoy usually makes the pass protections adjustments, and Caesar just didn't make none. He just said bump it. Just bump it.
That may be what killed us. Yeah.
That may be what killed us. Because it was bad. If it wasn't for the Sam Darnold interception at the Panthers 10-yard line, I promise you, we probably wouldn't have scored. And our defense, they finally stepped up in the second half. I thought we were going to get back into the game after we scored a touchdown. But the offense just couldn't put nothing together. And it pains me that we just can't get a number 2 receiver. Like, how hard is that just to go trade for one of the Bengals receivers? They got Arlington, they got Mike Thomas. Or go to Pittsburgh, Washington, he wants out. Pittsburgh got a slew of receivers. Why we can't go get Washington? Or trade for Michael Gallup with the Dallas. I mean, they got Cedric Wilson, they got Cooper. You know, why we can't go get a number 2 receiver? We trade for a corner, so why can't we go get a receiver? We need one.
I don't know. The Saints do weird stuff like that. I never understand it.
We're going to go into the season with how many undrafted receivers? What, 3?
And a not fully healthy Michael Thomas.
Come on, man. What they gonna do again? They gonna bracket Thomas and make them other receivers beat them
every time.
Every time. So who's undrafted? Callaway, Harris. I want to say Jawan Johnson. I don't think we got him in the draft. I think he's undrafted. So yeah. And Lil Jordan Humphrey, I don't think we got him in the draft.
Nah.
It just pains me, man. The Saints shouldn't really lost the game. They were really not prepared. And Sean Payton, nobody made any adjustments to the offensive play calling. It was just painful all the way around. I don't know, Tyler. I don't know if you follow this guy on YouTube. It's called After Further Review. He put up great Saints content. Go watch some of his videos. He really breaks down everything. He's good.
I have to give him a follow.
Yeah, most definitely. So shout out to AFT. I think that's how they put it. Put AFT After Further Review. No, I think it's AFT or AFR or something like that.
AFR.
Yeah, AFR. So yeah, any Saints fan listening to the podcast, go follow that guy. He's really good. Titans beat the Seahawks. Seahawks shouldn't really lost the game. They made some pretty bad plays. Russell Wilson had 343, 2 touchdowns. And they just let the Titans get back in here. They let Derrick Henry get loose, and that kind of just like ruined the whole game for the Seattle Seahawks. They could not stop that man. He had 35 carries for 182 and 3 touchdowns. And that pretty much sealed the deal. Yes. So that tells me the Seahawks run defense is not really that good.
Yeah.
I mean, what else can you do?
No, you can't do nothing. You can't stop that run.
You can't stop the run. You really much can't do anything. So, I mean,
that opens up so much for our offense.
It isn't. And Julio had a good game. He had 6 catches for 182. 128.
All right.
And the other tail sign, the third down, Seahawks had a whole bunch of big splash plays, but they couldn't convert third downs. They were 4 from 12. They were just getting beat out on all aspects of the game. In Seattle, they're not really known for running the ball. They only rush the ball. They only had 77 yards rushing. I mean,
as a team,
yes. That's another team that'll throw the ball 50 times, but only rush the ball like 10 times. So it's pretty crucial. Chiefs lost to the Ravens 35-36. All right, so I don't say this about the game. Lamar hasn't shown me anything that he has improved on his passing skills. He's still having trouble going through his progression. When they're doing the first half, they'll try and play him as a true quarterback, doing all these dropbacks, all these reads, and he's not really good at that. He hasn't really progressed onto the next level to where he can do that. So when they switch the game plan in the second half to allow play action, allow bootlegs, a lot of design quarterback runs, that's when things change for the team. They start making a comeback. They start moving the ball. They start exploiting the Chiefs' defense. And that's why I said, like, Lamar, he's good, but I'm not just, like, high on him. I'm still not, even when we left him out of our top 10 last year.
Yeah. It's tough. Okay, do you think it's him not being able to go through his progressions, or that their offense isn't really geared towards drop back passing?
It's him. I think it's him not being able to actually go through his progression. He had Mark Andrews. They broke it down on this one particular play. Mark Andrews, he did like a option route, and he ran and he found he was like he was gonna run like a out route, but he saw the safety plan to the out, so he did a hook route, and he just sat down into the open area. And Lamar, I think he threw it to the running back or threw it to somebody else for incompletion. And Mark Andrews was wide open for like a 10-yard gain. And Lamar Jackson rolled to that side of the field, so he clearly like didn't see him or something. Understood that Mark Andrews ran the option route.
Yeah, that's true. Because they were saying, I seen somebody ask the question: is Lamar elite? And I just can't say that he is. Great quarterback, MVP. He's an elite runner.
Yeah, he won an MVP for his running.
So I guess that make him elite as a quarterback?
No,
like as a whole.
It make him elite. It make him elite as a athlete, as a football player. Just like Taysom Hill, he's an elite as a football player, not as a quarterback.
Because I look at it like this: what if we had, let's say you have a running back and he's elite at passing. I mean, he's elite at catching the ball at the backfield, but he's not really good at running the ball between the tackles. Would you say he's elite?
No, I would say he's a receiver. Hey, didn't like change the number and put him in the slot.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't want to make it sound like I'm saying he's a terrible passer. He's not.
Let me put it like this, Tyler. During the first half, the dude was stressing me out. Cause you see why I said in our text messages in our group chat. He was stressing me out. I had him in fantasy. So in the first half, he had me at -8 points. He threw a pick six. He threw 2 picks to Tyrann Mathieu.
Man, one of them was bad. The one he threw it in like triple double coverage.
Dude, it was coverage zero. It was coverage.
Yeah.
It was a fake coverage. They showed him one thing. Then when he pre-read it, then when he hiked the ball, the safety rotated over on top of that route, and he threw it. I was like, bro, just because you pre-read it, don't mean it's actually gonna be there. You just gonna throw it. And soon the receiver went downfield, he threw it. I was like, just because you pre-read it at the line of scrimmage, you determine like, hey, I'm gonna throw it.
That's gonna hurt him in the coming weeks. They see that stuff on film and he be pre-reading routes.
Yes, because teams disguise stuff.
Yeah.
They disguised the mess out that route, out that coverage, just like the Buffalo did to him in the playoffs. They let him march downfield, ran almost the same type play, the dump passes, right? So the Bills show him the same thing, but when they hiked the ball, he thought he gonna have that tight end again across the middle, and the corner rotated over. And he threw it right to him for a pick six, and that sealed the game. Did again, like he almost made the same mistakes in his game till they changed it up and let him, and he started running the ball more. And come to find out, we figured Kansas City can't stop a running quarterback. They got exploited, which opened up the passing lanes.
All right.
So I get this more to the Harbaugh. Changing up the scheme. Understand just drop back and him throwing it is not working. So let's try to get him to run it and get some other things gonna get him moving around. If they kept calling the same plays they were doing in the first half, they would have lost the game. It would have been bad.
Yeah.
And he had 16 rushes for 107 yards. So you can see at that time of moment they changed up the game plan. And do I think if they make Kansas City in the playoffs, would they beat them? No. I feel like Kansas City would probably make better adjustments. And Kansas City would be better on third down. Be better on third down at 1 for 6. So there's a lot of different things going in this game. I feel like if Chiefs had a week to prepare for the Ravens, they definitely ain't gonna let Lamar get loose like that again.
You think he's working on reading defenses though?
I don't know. I haven't. How many years has been in the league? Like 3 years. 3 or 4 years. Probably 3. I think it's 3 years. There's nothing that from what I'm watching, from what I'm seeing, nothing telling me that he's improving on that aspect.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. So he's been in the league for 4 years now. It's 4 years right now. So
for the Ravens to get better, bro, they have to
spread the ball around. They gonna have to.
Right. He's gonna have to get better.
They're gonna have to get in better in the passing game. Cause the defense is doing their job. They forced Mahomes to throw an interception, even though it was a bad interception on Mahomes' part. I don't know what he was thinking about. He should have just took that sack. But he's a Brett Favre type player. So other than that, Lamar, man, the Ravens is really just coming down to Lamar. If they start playing against teams that actually can play, that linebackers and DNs can actually play against running quarterbacks, you're gonna have problems. And I don't think if they play against the Raiders, well, you see how the Raiders beat them.
Right.
They brought blitzes and they plug up them lanes. So, hey, the Ravens, he might make it to the playoffs, but he gonna falter like he usually do in the playoffs till he learn how to throw the football right. And when he throw deep passes, like he just sling it downfield, like no accuracy. He just heaves it.
Get it down there.
Like how you overthrow Hollywood Brown? Like he just throws it. Like come on, dude. But I'm not a Lamar Jackson hater. I'm just saying from what I see, like he's a good dude, he's a good player, but I don't think he's just elite. He's an elite runner. Is that fair to say he's an elite runner?
Yeah, that's very fair to say, but like you said, passing was just another story.
Yeah, just another story. He's just average to me in passing. So, all right. So that's all our games we have from this past Sunday. Right now, the score is 14-14. Lions and Green Bay are tied. So they've been going back and forth, which is very surprising that they tied Green Bay. About to go in halftime, 14-14. So, all right. Anything else you want to bring up, Tyler?
No, sir.
All right. So y'all can check us on most social media pages. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Now we're on TikTok. So now you can. We finally made the TikTok. After I broke down and I was like, okay, man, I can do quick videos on TikTok. So go check us out. You already know VOL Sportscast. Type that in and we put up on our social media platforms like and subscribe. And we thank y'all for always showing us support. All right, guys, we out of here.
You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, and Tyler Wright.